The automatic transmission fluid should be checked every few thousand miles. It has to be checked with the engine running. For your safety, be sure you are not wearing loose-fitting clothing, neckties, or jewelry that could become entangled with moving engine parts. If you have any doubts about this procedure, don't be afraid to ask a qualified mechanic to check your transmission fluid level. To check the automatic transmission fluid level, place the gear selector in the park position. Firmly set the parking brake, start the engine, and allow the engine to idle for a couple of minutes. The transmission fluid is checked with a dipstick, which is housed in a metal tube about 3/4 inches in diameter that leads into the transmission itself. Remove the dipstick from the tube and wipe it off with a clean rag. Carefully reinsert the dipstick. Make sure it's fully seated. Withdraw the dipstick again and check the oil level. The dipstick will have markings to indicate the fluid level, whether the transmission fluid temperature is warm or cold. Check your owner's manual to understand the markings on your particular dipstick. If the fluid level is low, pour the required amount of transmission fluid down the dipstick tube using a funnel. Easy pouring pint bottles are available and are much more convenient to use than quarts. The fluid left over in a quart bottle should not be stored for long periods, or it may become contaminated and therefore will be wasted. Check your owner's manual to be certain you use the correct type of transmission fluid. Add just enough fluid to bring the level up to the full mark. Overfilling or underfilling can damage a transmission. Usually, no more than 1 pint of fluid is required. Take a minute to check the transmission for fluid leaks. Leaks can be indicated by a reddish oil film on the transmission or puddles of transmission fluid on the ground under the car. Small leaks can be corrected with the addition of a transmission sealer, which is put into the transmission the same way transmission fluid is added. Large leaks must be repaired by a professional.